Well, all right. Welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Bertolino here in the world famous As It Should Be studios. And also Crystal Durant.
Hi.
You know where. And Tommy Von Voigt.
Hi.
Do you know where? Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. All right. And we are here, and it is 1982. Is that right?
Ooh,
You
I think
know
it's
it.
1982. We're discussing our favorite albums of 1982.
I wish it was 1982.
Yeah, and I think that Tommy starts this. Is that right? Yes,
Oh,
Tommy
yes.
starts this
It's
one.
Tommy's turn.
Man, if it was 1982 right now, I would put together one hell of a shopping list. Woo.
Yeah, right?
There'd be a lot of stuff that I need to get quick. All right, let's see. So I'm
Inventory.
gonna kick this off with a holy shit, this exists.
Oh! Hey-o.
I have a holy shit, this exists for 1982, and that would be the self-titled album by Angeline.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Shit.
You know what? You
Oh,
are springing
yeah.
something on me here. I did not know this existed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's my my little write up for it.
Oh my god.
Not bad enough to deserve a dishonorable mention, but not actually good enough to be worth your time. The crazy thing about this is Angeline actually had a halfway decent voice. Less talented singers with better material made it a whole lot further, but maybe they were more tethered to reality.
That is a perfect synopsis.
Now that is a review.
For your ass.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
I would
Yeah.
say you should check it out, as it's one heck of an early 80s kind of new wave, synth poppy kind of girly kind of pop kind of curiosity.
Right.
It's just like she, as much as it seems like she basically did absolutely nothing and made a career out of doing nothing whatsoever, that she did actually make attempts
She tried to do stuff.
at doing legitimate shit, but it just never kind of actually went anywhere.
Because it was too late.
Yeah, well, like Paris Hilton,
Yeah. I had an autographed copy of that record.
Of this Angeline album? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild. Did you get her to sign it in like the mid 80s when you were in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Or is it one of those things you just ran into it,
No, because
I'm sure you probably did find them.
Oh yeah, they were all over the
Yeah.
place. But she would do what the kids now call pop-ups. At when I worked at Tower, she would do a pop-up in our parking lot.
Oh yeah, she would just roll up in her Corvette and
Yeah.
like, sell shit out of her car.
And because, there was no internet, there was no whatever. So maybe it would have been announced on a radio station, but not like, KRQ or something. Maybe it would have been on a college station. Maybe it would have been in the recycler. Maybe somebody would have mentioned it on TV or something like,
On TV.
Yeah, because they would do Channel 7, the ABC station in LA. Every evening news broadcast, they'd be like, this is what's happening locally. And it would be, there's a fruit stand over here and a blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it would be celebrity, things. And so they would mention her every once in a while. So, or she would just randomly be driving around like whatever, and she would pull up to wherever, and it didn't matter because she had 5,000 things in her trunk to sell you, and one of them was the record. So I was at work. She's out there. There are people running around taking pictures, whatever. She was selling T-shirts and albums and cassettes and sunglasses.
Oh my god.
And something else, like a leg garter or something. It's something that had to do with sex. And yeah, so I bought the record. It was like $10 or something. She autographed it.
Well, all right.
Angeline.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sidebar.
Now for your list, Tommy.
Now
your actual list.
for my honorable mentions. Duran Duran with Rio, Pat Benatar with Get Nervous, Van Halen with Diver Down, Billy Joel with The Nylon Curtain, Rush with Signals, Hello I Must Be Going by Phil Collins, Mirage, Fleetwood Mac, Milo Goes to College by The Descendants, Kissing to Be Clever by Culture Club, and Convertible Music by Josie Cotton.
Wow, Josie Cotton.
Oh, fuck yeah, that album is really good.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
know
really
the
fun album. Yeah.
I know the name, but not the album.
So, moving on to my actual top 10 for 1980. Number 10, Chicago with Chicago 16.
Wowza.
Now we are starting to get into the good years of Chicago. It's
Where's that
only going to
coming
get better from here.
Who fucking needs Saturday in the Park
When you can have...
and 24 Hours 64 when you can have Hard for Me to Say I'm Sorry?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Tommy.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Who needs fucking Introduction, the opening track on CTA? Who needs that shit?
Not me.
Boy. All right, here we go.
I need some
Well, anyway.
popcorn. Yeah.
Do continue.
Okay. My number 9, Upstairs at Eric's by Yazoo.
Oh, shit.
Not Yaz.
It was when they were
It's
Yazoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
None of this has changed their name crap. It's Yazoo. My number 8, self-titled album by Billy Idol. That first, ooh.
Yeah, that was a really good record.
My number 7, Michael Jackson with Thriller.
Do 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 do.
Yep.
Do 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 do.
I kind of have to mention it. I mean, come on now.
You better.
I mean, it's what
Kick
is it
your ass
sold?
right out of here if you
sold like
don't.
90 million copies at this point or whatever. It's not bad, is what I'm saying.
It has its fans.
It's got its moments. Yeah.
It, there was it had an underground following.
Yeah.
Has its moments.
It's bubbling under the radars.
Yeah.
It was huge in like college radio. Number 6.
Yeah, right.
I mean, remember that split 7-inch he did with REM? I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
On Sub Pop. Oh, wait, no, that was.
Yeah. It came out on IRS, I think. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
My number 6, Iron Maiden with Number of the Beast.
666.
The Number of the Beast. My number 5, The Scorpions with Really Want to Black Out. Well, you do it even better.
Yeah, you do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Black out. Black out.
We're going to black out, baby! California! We're going to black out!
Oh my God, I love it. I love the Scorpions.
California.
Oh my God. I would start a Scorpions tribute band tomorrow, dude. I absolutely would. All right.
Yeah, well, okay, all right. So I was gonna make a dumb joke, and then I thought better of it.
Do you want to sing for the Scorpions tribute band?
No, nothing. Do I want to sing for it?
Yeah. Do you want to sing for it?
I don't know if I have the hairline for it.
Yeah, your hairline's too good. I actually have the hairline. That's the reason why I wear a hat all the time.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, you know what? We're going to talk about this for a second. Tommy has a full head of hair up there.
I do. But it is weak
Yeah.
there. And that is why I am incredibly self-conscious and insecure.
Yeah,
about
because
my hair.
The reason why I'm saying that is because when people when a guy always wears a hat
Like
without,
Michael's.
you think, oh, he's a cue ball under there, or he's got a couple of wispies across the top. No, Tommy has hair up there.
Yeah. So what happened is I started growing my hair back out really long when I was like 25. I had started shaving my head like when I was 19. I was playing punk and hardcore and everything. I was like, I guess I'll shave my head like everyone else is doing. And at some point between 19 and 25, when I grew my hair back out, my hair was like, I guess just fuck Tommy then. So I started growing my hair out. It's like everything grew nice, and I had all these ringlets and curls, and theoretically I could have my shit like all fucking awesome like Crystal's is, except for only in the front. It just wouldn't grow past like here. It was like I had shitty bangs no matter what I did, no matter how long I did, no matter what I did to try to treat it right. And that was about when I was 25. And it's never gotten any worse. That's the problem. It never receded. It just decided at a certain point, it was like, I guess we're just going to have shit hair and never get any worse than just shit hair.
Yes.
Right. Well, it's a callback to what you were saying about David Lee Roth's hair. Yours is like Michael Bolton's or David Lee Roth, where when it's long, it looks really thin in there, but then when they cut it short, it's like, oh no, like they're not the least bit bald.
Yeah, it's still all there. It's just not ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's funny about this, and we're talking about Klaus Meine from Scorpions, if you look at pictures of Klaus Meine in the 70s, it could be me. Like, it's eerie. It is.
Yeah, he has like the blue
spooky.
eyes. And
it is spooky. Like, there's some shots in from like 76, 77.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is bizarre how much we look alike. And my
Same
hair
kind of
is,
hair, like some curls.
Same kind of hair, and his is shitty, just like mine is shitty. And
Maybe we should have a split screen here.
I actually show a split. I'll find a shot and I'll send it to you, and it's eerie. But
I know. Well, I mean, I was going to say, we could even cut out this discussion of your hair if you want.
nah, you know what? Screw it. Tommy bears all.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I get to see it every week.
my number 4.
Oh, right. No, you know what? I'm going to clarify that too.
Oh yeah,
we do these episodes in clusters, like 5 episodes in every session, and in between we change our clothes and we just stand right here and take our shirts right off and put on the next one. Yeah, Crystal gets to see it all.
Yeah.
I have to leave the room.
Okay.
Tommy bears all.
Tommy bears it all.
All right, my number 4. Missing Persons with Spring Session M.
Oh Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you're down with that one, Crystal?
I'm down with it. Yeah.
Have you
love
heard
that
that
album.
one?
Yes.
You know it? You know it?
Have you heard
You
it?
know it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sits right back onto you.
All right, my number 3. Misfits with Walk Among Us.
Oh dear.
Ooh, now that is the definitive Misfits album to get. It's got absolutely all the classic stuff on there before they suddenly decided, wait, maybe we should be a hardcore band. No, wait, maybe we all hate each other and we should break up. This is the album to get. Walk Among Us. It's got all the big stuff on there, if you're into old school punk. My number 2, and I had alluded to this last week, Twisted Sister with the Secret Records version of Under the Blade.
Okay, well, no, you're answering a question because when you brought up in the last episode, I think it was the last one, where you said, well, there are 2 different years when this album could come up. I thought, well, Tommy's going to be talking about this in 85 then.
And maybe I will.
Oh.
Because I do what I want.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Forgot.
Yeah. That's
So
your
I've heard.
reminder, yes.
So I've
So word on the street.
Let it be known
he does
throughout the land, Thomas Von Void doth what he wants.
He doeseth. He doeseth what he wants.
I doeth what I wanteth.
All right.
Okay. This took us a long time to get through Tommy's list because we
Yeah, well,
keep
last week
digressing.
it took 45 minutes for you to get through your top 10, so now it's my
Oh
turn.
no! I'm saying we are
Yeah,
making
yeah.
it take long because we're not letting you get on with it.
Yeah, we keep
Get on with it!
interrupting.
All right, for Christ's sake.
Gold, Jerry, gold.
My number 1. Prince with 1999.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Holy shit, this album.
You know,
Fuck.
yeah, great.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best way I could sum it up. Like, come on.
Come on. I mean, come on.
Come on.
Hey, you're stealing my line. Come
on.
on. Come on. That's my
People.
line.
Yeah, that is
Right, Jim? That's my line.
People, come on. You like 1999?
How many people out there like to party like in 1999?
I prefer to party like it's 1977 personally.
You know, but I want my vodka and orange juice too. Yeah.
Christ. All right.
Okay.
Moving
yeah.
on.
Oh, your list.
Oh,
Yes.
Tommy's
Oh,
list.
yes. Hooray!
Excellent.
Hooray! It's me.
As it should be, you're drunk. All right.
Go home as it should be.
All right. Well, while we're on our way home, why don't you look at some commercials?
Commercials.
Mike Dale thinks he's about to eat the same candy bar he always eats. Mike, try a Twix candy bar instead.
Why? I'm happy with my favorite.
Ah, but does your favorite candy bar have a mix?
A what?
A mix. Rich milk chocolate,
I love chocolate.
creamy caramel,
Chocolate and caramel? They're great together.
and a cookie crunch.
Crunch?
Right, that's the mix.
Twix is delicious.
Twix cookie bars, the chocolate candy with the cookie crunch.
Delicious.
Whee! It's me, Snuggle. Here to tell you about Snuggle dryer sheets. Snuggly softness that's really less expensive. I stopped static cling. Where do you see? With me, clothes are never ever staticky. And they're cuddle up fresh. For a snuggly soft wash, try me.
Try Snuggle Fabric Softener and easy to snap off sheets. Snuggly softness that's really less expensive.
All right, we're back.
All right.
Yeah, and Tommy just gave us his top albums list of 1982. You know what that means?
That means
That means that Crystal's doing it next.
he is doing
yeah.
it. All right. Whoo-wee, child. All right, so here are my runners-up. This is 1982. 1982.
1982.
Two. Wasn't Tomorrow Wonderful by The Waitresses, Pelican West by Haircut 100, Asia by Asia, Alligator Woman by Cameo, Fun Boy 3 by Fun Boy 3, Marshall Crenshaw, American Fool, John Cougar, A Flock of Seagulls, Hot Space by Queen, After the Snow by Modern English, Junkyard by The Birthday Party, The Golden Age of Wireless by Thomas Dolby. That record changed a whole lot of things. believe it or not.
It did.
It was huge.
That was yeah.
The Last of the Mohicans by Bow Wow Wow, Built for Speed, The Stray Cats, Vacation, The Go-Go's, Emotions in Motion, Billy Squier, Billy Idol, Screaming for Vengeance, Judas Priest. Thank you. Under the Big Black Sun by X, Garlands, The Cocteau Twins, Cut by Golden Earring, The Dreaming by Kate Bush, Forever, For Always, For Love, Luther Vandross, The Nightfly, Donald Fagen, H2O, Hall & Oates, The Sky's Gone Out by Bauhaus, Friend or Foe, Adam and the Ants, Kissing to be Clever, Culture Club, Shabu Shabba by INXS, Word of Mouth by Tony Basil, A Kiss in the Dream House by Susie and the Banshees, All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes by Pete Townsend. So great, that record. Eighth Wonder by the Sugar Hill Gang, Computer Games by George Clinton, which brought you
Not by My Sex.
Atomic Dog,
Snoop Doggy
Dog, and a million other songs.
Yeah.
Call of the West by The Wall of Voodoo, Dreamgirls original cast album, Angst in My Pants by Sparks. That is the cover where they're dressed up as a couple getting married.
Oh, right.
And the brother with the mustache is the female. Pornography by The Cure, Jump to It by Aretha Franklin, Glassworks by Philip Glass, probably his best record ever, according to me anyway. King Sunny
And
A
Science.
Day, and Science. King Sunny A Day, Juju Music, Marvin Gaye, Midnight Love.
Oh, the big last hurrah.
Wow. And Avalon by Roxy Music. Those are my runners up. Now,
Wait, so
what?
how could you can't possibly have a top 10 list then, right?
I do have
because
a
there
top
aren't
10
any
listed every
records left.
album.
No, it's not every album.
I thought there aren't any records left for the year. What are you talking
There are
about?
lots of records left.
Okay.
That was only like 42.
All right.
Okay. So here's the list. And I took songs off of that, by the way.
Lies. Go on.
Total Truth.
Lies.
Lies, yeah.
They're gonna get you. That's not right now, but it's coming up soon. All right, the list. Number 10, Diver Down by Van Halen. Woo! A lot of people don't like that record.
They're wrong.
They're wrong.
It's okay, they're
a
just
fun
wrong.
album.
It's a
a
good
fun
record.
album.
I
It's
like
not
it.
the best of the Roth era, but it's a
not
fun
the best,
album.
But
It's the least. If you're ranking the Dave era albums, that's the bottom of the list. Still a great record.
good. Yeah, still
Yeah.
good. Coming in at number 9, it's a tie.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah!
Oh no!
And that is Vanity 6 by Vanity 6.
Oh.
And What Time Is It by The Time.
What time?
What time is
Also,
it?
2 Prince albums.
Yes.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Because that's what happened. But they're both great. And it was so fucking fantastic to see that, man, that tour when the curtain dropped and it was Vanity 6, and then the curtain dropped and it was The Time, and then the curtain dropped and it was Prince.
I mean, what more could you
Fucking
want?
A. Those are some of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
That would have been the time to see those shows
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
that
just
would've
so
been amazing.
fucking great. I think I saw like 4 shows. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh yeah, and here's Paul's favorite, Combat Rock by The Clash.
Oh. I don't think I know this one.
Let's see if he shows it here.
I don't think I know this one.
Yeah, it's unfamiliar to you.
I don't see it down there.
Okay. I don't see it. I don't see it. And then number 7 is a tie. And that is between Rio by Duran Duran and Forever Now by the Psychedelic Furs. New wave goodness, both of them. Rio, didn't we sing a song together?
Yeah, well, we did
Duran
a whole Duran Duran show.
Yeah,
I
but-
thought you just did Rio by yourself.
I did, but didn't
and I did
I
Hungry Like the Wolf.
I did
by
backing
myself.
vocals for
You
Hungry Like
backing
the Wolf.
vocals,
Yeah, that was good because there's
And
a
I-
picture of us hugging or something.
And I dressed like a Jungle Explorer
That
in
is
my Indiana
correct.
Jones hat.
So
Yep.
good. There's a picture of that somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Coming in at number 6, the name of this band is Talking Heads by Talking Heads. Once again,
Talking
Great
Heads,
record.
doing it again,
doing
hitting
it
your
again.
list.
I mean, oh wow, yeah. Coming in at number 5, a record that my college roommate Diane and I played to death. Special Beat Service by The Beat, or the English Beat, depending on where you bought the record. So great. It's like a greatest hits record. Everything is, it opens up with this beautiful piano. Oh, God. David and Roger, excellent. Coming in at number 4 is Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, self-titled album.
Shit. Is that the first album?
Yeah.
That didn't come out till now?
Yeah.
Till 82?
Yeah.
whoa, that's pretty late compared to what I would think it would be earlier.
Yeah, a lot of that like early hip hop stuff came out later than people realize.
Because it was 12-inch singles that came out.
Yeah, because maybe that's what it is. Because I know Grandmaster Flash had stuff in 79 and
right. Yeah,
it
was all
there was no
12-inch
LP
singles.
until 82.
Oh yeah,
this is the first.
Well, I mean,
LP.
for so many years, so many of those classic groups they didn't record at all. No one was recording hip hop.
They were
When
just
they
doing
finally got
shows.
on it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, now it's the early '80s. Let's finally do a record by them, and like
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was really kind of late to the party as far as putting out records, unfortunately.
Racism. All right. And then coming in at number 3, this might sound crazy, but it's true. That is Thriller. Thriller night. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Shh. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Shh. Number 3. That was my number 3. Yes. Coming in at number 2 is Bad Brains by Bad Brains. Holy fucking shit. Talk about another record that changed the game for punk rock, hardcore punk rock. Wow, wow, wowza. And everybody knows that album cover. That's the one with the Capitol building being struck by lightning. It's been aped a million times. So good. Woo-wee, Bad Brains, yeah.
You know, that's one of those bands that I never really explored or got into, but I feel like everybody I fucking ever knew or ever met loves
that record? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know something?
Except maybe you.
Except Tommy.
Same thing. I never bothered exploring Bad
Now,
Brains.
it isn't that you listened to it and didn't like it. You just
I
didn't
just
really go in.
Never went in.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now you're talking. I'm somebody who I toured in punk bands for years. I was into all this old punk stuff, and I never bothered messing with Bad Brains. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Don't know
Wow. I know that some people feel as though, like a lot of other records where people are like, you didn't listen to that? Oh my God, you're stupid. Everybody listens to that. But this is, it's really that. It's really that. And I'm not going to say, you're not a punk rocker because you didn't listen to it. You just didn't get around to it. That's okay.
No, I don't care if somebody says I'm not a punk rocker.
I know,
Fuck
because
punk,
you do
but-
what you want.
Yeah, I do what I want.
But
That's-
Well,
yeah.
you know what, Crystal? There was a lot of the stuff like I got really into like the first era of punk, and then like in the early '80s there was definitely a shift in the scene,
Oh, yeah.
a shift in like the sound, and I'm not really so much into the '80s era of punk. And then in the late '80s, early '90s, like pop punk blew up. And a lot of underground pop punk bands, and I got into all that again. So I miss like a big chunk of like the more hardcore influenced stuff, and Bad Brains is one of those bands.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I never really.
well, you know what
got
I'm going
into
to
it.
tell you?
What?
Get on it.
Ah!
Ah, yes. And my number 1 album of 1980 and 2 is obviously 1999. Come on.
Same number 1.
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah. And I will say that, as my mother complained, this song is too long.
Oh, so yeah, you're about to say what I was going to say.
Is
it
but go
though?
ahead and say it.
It's a lot of people think that there's too much filler on it. And I completely understand where they're coming from, because it might be a little too long for them. You know, a song that's 8 minutes long, 7 minutes long on a double album, that's too much. I don't need to hear for another 5 minutes.
I kind of like
But
it though.
I like it.
I do.
And I feel as though it's a vibe, it's a groove thing, and you kind of don't want it to end after 3 minutes and 22 seconds or something. So I get it, and I like it, but
Like-
some people don't.
It should come across as more self-indulgent to me than it does, because it is a very self-indulgent album in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Well,
I
the
like
songs
it,
are so
though.
damn strong, though. is
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
it is.
Like I don't mind that there's 4 extra minutes of this damn song.
Right.
Like, it's
Yeah.
just good.
It's basically it's an album where he did the 12-inch versions for
Of
the album
everything.
pretty much, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
released 12-inch singles.
on top of it.
on
Yeah,
top
yeah.
of it
Yeah.
that were even longer. So there you go. 1999. Yay me.
Yay! Crystal! Yay!
Okay.
Love it.
All right, well, check this shit out.
Grown-ups think us kids hate taking baths. We don't hate baths. We just don't like soap. We get that sticky stuff from soap. Mom called it schmutz, and it's all over me. Feels sticky. Grown-ups learn. Today, Mom gave me Zest. It smells real good, and it makes big bubbles. And look, no schmutz. But the fun part, Zest squirts real far.
Deodorant Zest. Feel cleaner.
What the schmutz?
Kids are full of surprises.
Kids are kids. Kids are kids, it's true.
Mom's gonna think this stuff's just junk.
Kids will do things only kids will do.
What a load of junk.
Moms are moms. They know what's good for kids.
That's thirsty work.
Always doing what they should for kids.
Think your mom can make us some Kool-Aid?
Moms are moms. They know what's fun for kids.
I'll ask.
Moms know Kool-Aid is the one for kids.
I did it! Kool-Aid!
That's kids for you. And as special as kids are, there's one drink made specially for them. Kool-Aid's the one for kids. This canister gives kids that great Kool-Aid cherry flavor and vitamin C. Besides, soda's about twice the price.
Thanks, Mom. We needed that.
Moms know Kool-Aid is the one for kids.
Kool-Aid brand soft drink mix.
Right, you know what?
What?
We're back!
Oh, no!
We're back! All right, and I think it's my turn, right?
I believe so.
It is.
I believe so, yeah. And, yeah, Tommy Crystal went. I'm gonna go.
Oh, so you
All
got the last void
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, I have honorable mentions. And, yeah, fair amount. Alice Cooper was Zipper Catches Skin.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know. Well, like I was telling Tommy, I'm sorry, loose hair. There you go. No, like I was telling you, sorry, I'm a loose cannon. At
You're
this
shedding, Bartolino. You're shedding.
I'm shedding. Like I was telling Tommy, I think off camera, like between episodes, we were talking about me getting into Alice Cooper with Flush Fashion, and what that meant was that when I basically that meant I went through the whole blackout period in real time. Like I got those albums, like those were the new albums that were coming out when I was in my early years of loving Alice Cooper. So yeah, so these albums just sit in a really weird spot for me. Like I don't know how I would have felt about them if I wasn't there for them at the time. If I maybe got into Alice Cooper a decade later and like went back to these and listened to them, what would I have thought? You know?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you know?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway, whatever. All of that. Kate Bush, The Dreaming. Eddie Murphy. It's the first Eddie Murphy
Oh,
album.
fuck that record.
Oh, man.
Diane gave me that record for my birthday.
Oh, man. My Brent.
Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Brent, best friend Brent. We used to sit there and we used to listen to that shit and just...
So great.
Yeah, we were quoting that thing for years afterwards. Jefferson Starship with Winds of Change.
Wow.
Paul McCartney with Tug of War. Tatsuro Yamashita with For You. And Takako Mamiya with Love Trip.
Ooh.
Donald Fagen, The Nightfly. Except Restless and Wild.
Oh, yes.
Y&T. Oh, man, Restless and Wild.
Oh,
I
dude.
really would have loved to have gotten that on my list. Y&T with Black Tiger. Black Tiger! An album that I know Tommy's a big fan of. Rockin' a Hard Place by Aerosmith. Van Halen, Diver Down. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. Robert Plant, Pictures at 11.
Oh.
REM's Chronic Town EP, their debut release. Red Cross, Born Innocent, their first album when they were punk and they were kids. Like literally they were children making a punk rock album. It was like a punk rock children's album.
Huh.
Kind of. No, I mean I'm joking, but they were actually really, really young when they made the album, and it's a classic. Yes, to other people besides just me.
Me too.
Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah! All right, so on to my list.
Wait a minute. Quick question. Y&T.
Yesterday and today.
Right, but where are they from?
San Francisco, I think.
They're a Bay Area,
Yeah.
California Bay Area, San Francisco-ish kind of band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yes. So my number 10. Now, I toyed with replacing this one. I thought, should I put Screaming for Vengeance on instead of this? Should I put Restless and Wild on instead of this? But you know what? No. This is getting my number 10 spot. Todd Rundgren with the ever popular Tortured Artist Effect.
Oh, I thought about that.
Yeah. Now there are definitely songs on it that I hate. This is the album that has "Bang the Drum All Day."
Yeah.
Well, that's
That
the
song
one
can go fuck
everybody
itself.
knows from this
Yeah,
album,
that's
of
it.
course.
What's that?
That's the one everyone knows from this album.
But you know what? Chuck that track. There's some great stuff on this. He does a really kick-ass version of Tin Soldier by Small Faces.
Yeah.
And what else is there? Drive, and yeah, just a lot of songs that I really love on this album. And it's a really simple Todd Rundgren album because he was kind of like, I forget why, I don't remember off the top of my head now, but there was some reason why he kind of shit this album really quick, like shit this album out, like he wasn't trying to turn it into like some big,
Opus.
prog kind of statement or anything, But you know what? I kind of like my Todd more direct. One of the reasons why I like this album.
Okay.
All right, so number 9, Pete Townsend with All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I think we've talked about this before, but I mean, man, what a Who album this could have been.
Yes.
What a Who album this could have
Oh,
been.
man.
Instead of fucking It's Hard.
Yeah. Yes.
Townsend denies that he's kept all the best songs for a solo album.
Liar.
Come on, dude, really?
I can
Come
smell
on.
your pants on fire from here. What the fuck?
Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But number 8, merely at number 8, but it's still great. 1999.
Number 8.
I am
Number
shook.
eight.
What?
Eight.
Wow.
I am positively shooked.
Shooketh.
You shocked?
I'm shaking it.
Stunned?
Yes.
Yes.
And stunned.
And stirred.
Gobsmacked.
Yep.
Wow. Number 8.
Yeah.
gonna be
Well,
good.
now I'm one of those people. Now, okay, my relationship with this album is a little complicated. I love it. I kind of do wish it was brought down to size, and that the song. But I do like it as is, and whenever I listen to it, I listen to the whole. I listen to those songs outright. I don't go, oh well, we're 3 minutes in, I'm done with the song. Next song. I listen to the whole fucking thing, and I'm used to them at that length.
Right.
But part of me kind of really would love like a really more concise kind of like version of it.
Theoretically, it would be possible for
It would
somebody
be absolutely
to
possible.
absolutely just edit every one of those songs down to single edits.
It would just be a single album, because it's only like.
You kind of got me
10
wanting to
songs.
hear that now.
It would really be. It would be a really tight album.
I mean, it would be an absolutely amazing record.
But also, I mean, I have the deluxe issue of that. Yes, like a gazillion CDs version of this that came out a few years ago. He could have made this a double album with tight songs and had like full on double album with like 20 songs on it if he wanted to. He had the material. He just he just did it the way he did it.
He's a very strange person.
But anyway,
Yeah.
But yeah.
I agree.
Anyway, so number 7, Joe Jackson with Night and Day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you like that one?
That is the one with Steppin' Out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if like some people kind of get off the bus after the first couple albums and kind of when he starts doing this kind of shit.
No, I kind of sort of dig this record, but it's also really chill. It's a really chill record.
Yeah, it's an entirely different thing from his first couple records. I mean, like radically different.
Yes.
I mean, I remember when this song came out, when Steppin' Out was first in the radio, I had no idea it was him.
What was the other big single from this record?
Breaking Us in Two.
Breaking Us in
Two.
Yeah, oh god, I remember that being everywhere when I was a kid. Yeah, no, it's just a good record, but it's a very chill record. I could have used a little more energy in it, but I mean, that's just where he was at the time.
It's a Sunday morning record.
Yeah.
Yeah, relax.
I am relaxed, goddammit.
Okay, number 6, Billy Joel with Nylon Curtain. Man, this is now. Tommy doesn't agree with this, but this is the last great Billy Joel album.
Wrong.
And this is like this ends like the big classic like.
Boy, oh boy, howdy, are you wrong?
What were the hits off this?
The opening track you love.
Yeah, that's why I hate it.
But it has pressure.
Yeah.
And it has She's Right on Time.
Does this also have All for Lena?
No, All for Lena is on Glass House. No, yeah. Wait. No, it's on Glass Houses.
Is it?
Good Night Saigon is on this one.
Good Night Saigon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Laura is the
Laura. Okay.
That's like the kind of John Lennon-y, like almost
All right.
I'm the Walrus kind of one. It's great album. All right, so but kind of like some of Billy Joel's albums, side 1 is really the banger, and side 2 not quite as much. I mean, the Stranger isn't like that, but like 52nd Street is like that for me, big time.
Well, if you want an album that's a banger mostly all the way through, you got to get Innocent Man from next year.
But it's consistent. I mean, like the first side sucks as much as the second side. I mean, if you want an album that's consistent.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, Saigon.
Good night, Saigon.
I'm sorry. I'm coming at Tommy too early, but hey, you brung it up.
Boo. Boo this man.
You
boo him.
Okay, so number 5. Number 5. The Iron Fist. Yes, with Motorhead. And this is my first Motorhead album, Iron Fist. Actually.
This was your entry?
This is my entry point. And some people kind of feel like this is after like the classic, you know, like maybe they kind of like step down a little bit from Ace of Spades. Fuck, I love this record. But yeah, number 4, the album that should have been made in 1981, coming out in 1982, Creatures of the Night by Kiss. Yeah.
Was that a good record?
It's a great record.
It's a decent record.
It's a really good record.
Yeah.
I never listened to it.
It's basically, that is the official final classic era Kiss album.
Yeah.
I think. It's generally agreed to be.
Well, I don't know. Are you familiar with the Look It Up album? Obviously, you know that song, but do you know that LP?
That song. I mean, I listened to it. I'm not as familiar as you guys are, for sure.
A lot of people consider Creatures and Look It Up to be kind of companion pieces. They're really similar albums. If you go into it with your eyes, obviously they're radically different, but just like shut your eyes and listen. You know, they're they're pretty close.
Well, they're probably hearing the involvement of Vinnie Vincent, really, because he's involved with both albums.
That's a big reason why, because Vinnie's on both those records.
Yeah.
And
right.
Yeah. And some people prefer one, some people prefer the other, but I don't know. All right, so number 3. Yeah, Blackout. Robert Blackout is my favorite Scorpions album.
Dude, I would start a Scorpions tribute band tomorrow. Do you want to sing for it?
I don't know. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I can do that.
Nah, you don't get the part.
I don't have the part.
Anyway.
All right. Okay. All right. Number 2. An album that strangely I don't have on hand, but I have a lot of, blank spots like this. Number 2, Twisted Sister Under the Blade.
You don't have that here?
I mean, no, I have it. I
know you have it, but I thought for sure you had it.
Yeah, I just don't have one here.
Okay.
I've got a Secret Records pressing too.
Oh, yeah.
You?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes, you can't not. You are a non-SMF if you don't have one.
Oh, God. Do you know what that means, SMF? Put it in the comments.
I think we're a little off center here, aren't we? Tommy's a little... Okay, there we go. Yeah, just stay there.
Yeah,
no, I didn't know it was something I had to fix. We're having a technical moment here on As It Should Be. Okay, my number 1. I'm just building up the anticipation.
Uh-oh.
Building up the anticipation.
Oh, you dick.
What album is it? What album do I have as number 1 from 1982?
Well, it's not 1999.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's Too Fast for Love. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah. Oh. Talk about a band that has one album. Motley Crue. I kind of like Summer Shout at the Devil.
To be clear, let me correct him real quick. The Crue has 3 albums. 3 albums.
But only one of them is good.
What else? Dr. Feelgood?
They got Dr. Feelgood, Shout at the Devil, and Too Fast for Love. Those are the records.
Yeah, but only one of the 3 is good.
Which one?
Oh, Dr. Feelgood, of course.
The one he's...
Come on.
No, I'm kidding. I love
Too Fast for Love. I mean, come on. I mean, just raw and dirty Sunset Strip, power pop glam fucking Motley Crue with pumps, wearing pumps. Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? And cowbell.
So much cowbell.
You haven't fucking heard cowbell until you listen to that album.
record.
Tommy Lee explores cowbell in ways you did not think could be done.
Yeah.
On that first record.
I'm sorry, Blue Oyster Cult.
You didn't know shit about cowbell.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It felt like he had a cowbell at every turn on his kit.
He
Yep.
took it was almost like it was an inside joke or something. Like he took it every opportunity.
And it's so hot in the mix too.
Yeah.
It's like,
But yeah, so Tommy put it in his 1981 list because he was kind of focusing more on the original indie kind of Leather Records version. I'm partial to the 82 Elektra Records version, which is different and doesn't has a different order of tracks. One of the tracks isn't there; it's a different mix. I think a big part of it is just because that's just the one that I
mean, I like both versions.
Yeah. But in the end, I prefer this one. So yeah, Motley Crue, True Faster Love. Oh, and I heard about this album when it first came out because my Aunt Patty.
Aunt Patty, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Aunt Patty. She knew I was a big Kiss fan, and she, I guess, heard Livewire. She was driving down the street, and Livewire came on the radio, and she goes, "Oh, damn!" And she went and bought the record. And she was like, "Hey, have you heard this band Motley Crue?" And she played it for me, and I went, "Holy shit!" And yeah.
Wow. All right, Patty.
So there we go.
Nice. Good list. I like it.
All right, well, let's go to some commercials, shall we?
Oh, dude, while we're during the commercial break, I wanted to talk to you about this idea I had. I was thinking of starting a Scorpions tribute band. I was wondering if you wanted to be the
Tell you what,
singer.
after these messages, we'll be right back. We'll discuss it.
Excellent.
Brooke Shields, she's a beautiful doll.
It's the Brooke Shields doll with long, beautiful hair you can style in so many ways. To make believe she's a model, you can pose her and pretend she's a teenage star. There's even a ring for you.
Thanks, Brooke.
Brooke Shields, she's a beautiful doll.
With extra outfits that fit almost any fashion doll, each sold separately. Brooke Shields doll comes with a ring, brush, and stand from LJN.
Here comes Wrangler, and he's one tough customer. He's built for speed with the comfort you need, yeah. When he says jeans, he means Wrangler.
For all-out comfort, top to bottom, where it counts, when it counts.
Here comes Wrangler, and he's one tough customer, and he knows what he likes when he sees it. Wrangler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That means all three of us are back.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so I think it's time to hate, right?
I think it is time to hate.
That would be great.
Okay.
It's time to hate.
All right. And Tommy gets to hate first, right?
You want me to hate first?
I think you probably should.
I think, yeah.
I'm happy to hate for you guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
So I do have some dishonorable mentions for 1982. Mm-hmm. I've got Sonic Youth, Sonic Youth. Let me just go ahead and start this out by saying anything by Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a long discussion.
Yeah, that is. Blondie with the Hunter.
Oof.
Oh boy.
It's unfortunate.
It is a very unfortunate album.
Super sad.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know what went wrong. I know that I know things weren't healthy, and I think actually Chris Stein wasn't healthy.
He was
and,
not, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It fell apart.
Okay. Manowar with Battle Hymns.
Manowar.
Anything by Manowar.
Oh, really? You hate Manowar?
I do not like Manowar. I do not. Yeah. That's like almost like somebody who decided to put together a metal band that they think I would like, but they fundamentally don't understand anything that I like about it, and they just get every single aspect of it wrong. But it's just adjacent enough to good that you could tell what they were going for, but it's just all bad.
Good intentions.
Yeah.
Terrible output.
Terrible execution. Oof, this is an unfortunate one. Aerosmith with Rockin' a Hard Place. I just don't like that album. They are in such a bad way at that point.
Well, they are.
What would I know from it?
Lightning Strikes.
When lightning strikes.
Jailbait's on that one.
Jailbait's fucking great.
No, it's not.
I don't know the lyrics, but
Yeah, and they're so fucked up.
Jailbreak.
They're like at death's door.
Well, quite literally.
Yeah, at this point they've got both Jimmy Crespo and Rick Dufay because Perry and Whitford are both gone.
Oh.
And it's just Tyler is several years into blacking out on stage and getting robbed by his drug dealers and
wow.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's sad.
And then we have this one I almost feel guilty mentioning it because we can't really expect much. Led Zeppelin with Coda. You know, I mean, it's kind of a dick movie, me even putting it on there. But
I mean, well, if you dislike
it's terrible.
Yeah.
There are a couple tracks that are okay, but just over. Like I don't put that record on.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
And then we have Venom with Black Metal.
Oh, so Venom's going to start showing up on every list.
No, actually, this is the last because this
everything
is like
by Venom.
anything by Venom.
Anything.
This is like the big Venom record, the one that influenced all the really bad extreme metal bands later, and it's just abominable. It's unlistenable garbage.
Wow.
It's not. You listen to this record just because you want people to know what a badass you are, I guess. Not because you
or how extreme
you are.
So extreme.
Yeah. Well, my actual worst of the year, and I have a little bit of a write-up I have that's going to follow this. My worst of the year is Queen with Hot Space.
Ooh, ciao.
Okay. Now, let me explain.
All right, Lucy.
Tommy Streetus.
Yeah, you want Tommy Streetus? Let's do a treatise.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know.
Let's do treatise.
Oh.
All right. Okay, Queen Hot Space, worst of the year 1982. This record is the sound of four monstrously talented people in one of the best bands there ever was, with no material to work with. This record sounds like they spent a week in the studio just dicking around with remixes of Another One Bites the Dust. This record sounds like they kept forgetting to tell Brian May what time the session started.
Yes.
And yet, it contains one of the best songs ever. Notice that I didn't say one of the best Queen songs ever. It contains one of the best songs ever in Under Pressure. But the rest of the album...
Well, and Under Pressure, though, wasn't even recorded for that album.
No,
they already
wasn't.
had it. They just added it.
They just tacked it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And really, as you know, as information has come out in later years about what those sessions were like for the Under Pressure, it was clear that David Bowie was absolutely steering that ship. He was guiding those sessions. He was the driving force behind that. I don't know what was up with Queen. I mean, I think the speculation is that because they had a huge surprise hit in urban markets with Another One Bites the Dust, you know, you'd have people walking around Another One Bites the Dust in the inner city and they'd have it on their fucking jam boxes.
That's right.
So Queen was like, well, maybe we need to explore this. Now, that's not necessarily in and of itself flawed thinking. If you have tapped into a new, unexpected market, well, can we explore that more? But they just weren't. They didn't have the songs for it. They truly didn't. It was like, and it's unusual for Queen because it was like they focused on the superficial elements of Another One Bites the Dust and not the fact that at its core it was a great song.
Yeah. It's a funk jam.
So the whole album is like funk jams without the songs you need.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I think it's just terrible. It's a terrible album.
I love the album cover though.
It's an iconic album cover. Yeah. Now, I've done this before with my worst of, so I did it with Presence. I've done this before where it's like you have an album by a great band and there's clearly other albums that were probably worse that year, but I'll put it as my worst of because it comes from an artist or a band that absolutely should have done at least a little bit better, even at their worst.
Yeah. Well, and this is an instance where I could go, okay, so you hate that Queen album more than you hate the Jimmy Buffett album, but you know what?
Gotcha.
I think I like the Queen album less than the Jimmy Buffett album.
It's not a good album. It's genuinely not.
Yeah.
Okay.
For an album that's supposed to be as funky and groovy as it is, I simply cannot put it on and groove to it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, Crystal.
It's my turn.
It's your turn. Step up and take it. Oh, you got that reference.
Fine romance, break it. Yeah. All right. So I got Survivor.
Anything by Survival?
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
No.
Sorry.
Album wise, it's a big no. It's Hard by The Who.
Oh, no, you know what? I was going to say you had that on your honorable mentions, but it was Face Dances you had.
It was Face Dances, yeah. Face Dances I like.
Yeah.
This, I do not like.
Yeah, the songs are so weak on that album.
It's so terrible. Like, why? Where'd these songs come from? Are these, like, in Pete Townshend's closet on the floor in the back or something?
Since the songs weren't good enough to make Chinese eyes.
Yeah, I guess. It's just so bad. Eminence Front. Shut up. You know, and then it's like a video game album cover trying to
They were so modern, dude. They were like hip and with it.
Fuck that. I'm disappointed. I was very disappointed. Then I've got Men at Work.
Oh, you hate all Men at Work.
Oh.
Men at Work.
Even Be Good Johnny?
Men at Work.
Okay, all right.
If it's Men at Work, it qualifies.
That's right.
She's over there like, good day, sir. I said good day.
Sir. I said good day. No, sir.
Could I get I get you a Vegemite sandwich?
I said good day, sir. Barf. Vegemite. Don't eat that shit. It's terrible. Then I have 10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2-1 by Midnight Oil.
Oh, God, I have not heard.
Then you don't wanna.
I mean, well, from what I've heard of them, what I have heard of them.
If all you know is that Beds Are Burning thing,
that's literally all I know.
That's it. That's
the only song I know.
The best of what they've got. The rest of it is terrible. And I think, I only think that people were enamored by them because, you know, they were Australian and he looked like something out of a horror film.
Yeah, he looked at From the Hills of Eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That dude, yeah. Big bald guy. Real angry. No, terrible. Then I have The Youth of Today by Musical Youth.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I kind of like Musical Youth.
That generation.
I almost feel bad about that, though.
No.
Like,
why
you know
that?
Well, you know those kids absolutely got fucked so bad.
I'm sorry that they got fucked over left, right, and sideways. They totally did. They did get screwed. But for that song to be such a cover, by the way, Pass the Dutchie, that's a cover song. Mm-hmm. You know, it was different and fresh. And when's the last time, you know, people saw a bunch of Jamaican kids singing music? Because for a lot of white folks, the only reggae they knew was Bob Marley, pretty much. Maybe a little Toots and the Maytals, maybe a little Steel Pulse, maybe a little something, but, you know, and then it wasn't kids. So they were very cute. And then they did that Unconditional Love with Donna Summer. Remember that single?
Mm-mm. Now that I don't know.
Give me your unconditional love.
Oh, I remember that.
Na 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 na.
Oh.
Na 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 na. Yeah. Which was a better song, I think, than Pass the Dutchie. But, yeah, the record is bad. It's bad. That single is fine, but the record is not good.
Okay. See, I've never heard the album, but I kind of like that song.
Yeah,
that
the song is okay. That track is okay, but the whole thing is not good. Not good songs. Their voices are cute, prepubescent, all that, but not good.
Okay.
But the one I hate the most from 1982 is Touraye by Dexy's Midnight Runners. Holy shit. If I saw another ragamuffin in big stupid overalls jumping around with no socks on and those ugly black sneakers, I wanted to strangle them. God damn it, I hate them. And if that's the hit song, hoo-hoo, you should hear the rest of it. Oh my God, it's terrible. It is bloody awful, it is.
Oh, bloody awful it is.
Bloody awful it is. It is so bad. So bad.
Well, happily, I haven't heard the rest of the album, but there's nothing about that single that made me want to explore the album.
Yeah. I understand why it was a huge hit. It's a big earworm.
Yeah.
It's very catchy. You know, it's a cutesy song about a guy courting some girl or whatever. I'll shine my ugly overalls with my little bandana.
And his Bill Murray face.
Yeah. No, it sucks. It sucks. Dexy's Midnight Runners.
S-U-X sucks.
Sucks. Thank you. And scene.
Okay. Well, that was quite a list you had there of hates. And you know,
right? I had more than you two.
Well, I haven't done mine yet, and I was actually going to say, by coincidence, I have a very lengthy dishonorable mentions list as well.
Okay.
Okay. Blondie the Hunter.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, so this next one is an album that you know I don't like this album. And I went this morning. Was it this morning? Yesterday. I went and I kind of poked around. I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to listen to a little of this. And what I expected was that I was going to listen to a little bit, and I still wasn't going to like it. But I was going to think, well, it's not as bad as I remembered or thought, but I still don't like it. I listened to it, and it was way the fuck worse than I thought it was going to be. Combat Rock by The Clash. Are you fucking kidding me?
I knew
So usually he saves his "Are you fucking kidding me?" for albums he loves. He'll come out and he'll tell a whole story about how he found it with his Uncle Dino and he went to a fucking Cousin Oliver in-store at Shakey's Pizza or some shit, and he'll be like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Of course it's this one." So it's rare that you use that for something that you can't stand.
Yeah.
I just listened to that and I was like, are you... I don't like the singles on that album. Those are by far the fucking best songs on that album. By far.
Sold a lot of records off that stupid single.
Oh my god. Well, a big part of the problem is that I really hated that sort of tribal drumming thing that was so popular in the early 80s. That's why I didn't get into Adam and the Ants.
Or Bow Wow Wow.
Shit
Bow
like that.
Wow Wow, yeah.
And this, it was like, there's that in addition to, like, I could barely detect any songs in there, and like fucking Joe Elliott.
Strummer.
Joe Strummer.
Joe
You know,
Do not confuse those men.
Meow.
Meow.
Yeah. I know, and I'm telling you, I honestly thought I was going to listen to it and think, well, it's not as bad as I would. No, it was fucking way worse than I thought it was going to be.
I'll tell you something right now. It's still better than Sandinista.
I almost want to listen just to find out.
You need, do that and do that and get back to us.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. But
Rocking the Casbah.
next up, Chicago 16. Oh my god.
What is wrong with you?
The fucking Peter Cetera solo album.
You are wrong.
Spicy.
You are wrong and a bad person.
Another one of those that I thought, okay, I want to put this on my list, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to go poke through it. I could go through it and go, well, no, this isn't that. I'm not putting it on the list. And I went through and I was like, oh, come on, fuck this shit. Every single song, every fucking song sung by Peter Cetera.
Yeah.
Just the same fucking, just like, antiseptic.
Same vibe.
Same, like, it was just not Chicago.
Yeah.
And that's just it. It's like, if that was a Peter Cetera solo album, I would dislike it. But it was like, yeah, okay, that's Peter Cetera doing his thing. But Chicago being fucking forced to go under this and be called Chicago?
Not fair.
No boy.
No boy.
No boy.
I could not disagree with you more. This is when I start to absolutely fall in love with Chicago.
Oh my god.
And it only grows as we get further into the 80s.
But
Yes.
But how?
Because it's so good. So good.
Have you listened to the albums in the 70s?
Yes, I have. I've listened to all of Chicago's albums in sequence.
Oh wow, even like the later ones, like after Peter Cetera's out.
Oh yes.
This is what he did during the pandemic, him and his wife. You know.
So all right, so this is all Chicago songs that are good. And you can
it's the official word.
This
has
is the
been...
official all good Chicago songs, and starting here. Look at these songs. Hard to Say I'm Sorry, Rescue, Love Me Tomorrow.
Wait, but you have only 3 fucking songs from this album.
Yeah, but I still like the album.
No.
And this is like the best ones. And then we got Stay the Night, Hard Habit to Break, Heart in Pieces, Along Comes a Woman, You're the Inspiration, Prima Donna, Once in a Lifetime, If She Would Have Been Faithful, Will You Still Love Me? Are you fucking kidding me? I Don't Want to Live Without Your Love, We Can Last Forever, Look Away. I can't with him. I can't.
Well, you know.
I need this fan. Give me this fan. I'm fucking, he's got me all
hot and bothered.
He's got me all fucked up over here. He's got me all fucked up.
Oh, poor Tommy.
Anyway, Queen, Hot Space.
You don't say.
Really? Now, one thing I will give you, and all the shit that I'm talking about Chicago 16, it is 1,000 times the album that Hot Space is.
Well, obviously.
I mean, okay. The next one is a little bit of a hot take. Well, maybe not. I don't know if it's a hot take, but you may not have seen it coming. The Grease 2 soundtrack.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, fuck, man.
I hate it. I hated that movie stinks. And I'm talking to you, Dan Buxman.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Grease 2 soundtrack. Grease 2 soundtrack for me is like like the Shock Treatment soundtrack, where the
at
first
best.
movie,
At best.
movie is amazing, the soundtrack is amazing, and then the
second
sequel
one
soundtrack will
blows.
have like 2 or 3 songs that I'm like, oh fuck, I really like those. I don't know what's going on with the rest of this entire album. Like, I dig Cool Rider, I do.
You know, I recently, very recently, like within the last couple weeks, saw that movie for the first time.
Really?
Grease 2?
Yes.
Where did you see it?
Well, Tamir, somebody you guys don't know, but you guys
Yeah, I know
of.
Tamir. Yeah.
Tamir showed me Dirty Dancing and Grease 2. Movies that I had never seen before. That's
Wait,
why I saw that.
In one night?
No, 2 different times.
Okay.
I think, but
Because that would have been a hell of a double feature.
yeah, no, and well,
Oh, God.
you know, Grease 2 was fun, but it was a terrible movie.
Oh, it's not a good movie at
Awful
all.
movie.
It's a terrible film.
It's really not.
Dirty Dancing was way better than I thought it was going to be. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's a bad film.
I love it.
Yeah,
I can see why you might not.
it's. I mean, you know, yeah, it's not bad.
That film is
Grease
not.
2 was bad.
Yeah. Dirty Dancing is not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay.
It is
I
for
enjoyed
me.
it much more than I thought I was going to. Boy, do we digress. Okay, so all right, Buckner and Garcia, the Pac-Man Fever album.
Oh God!
Pac-Man Fever album. I mean, we talked about it in the singles of the year.
Fever,
video,
yeah.
but I mean, there's a whole album.
The
of
whole
it.
album's like do the Donkey Kong and like
Yeah,
clap like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, they just went hard on the We're a Novelty
Every-
group
They
thing.
went hard on the suck, is what they
Yeah.
did. Okay, here we go.
Oh, my God.
The debut album of the great Kenny G. Oh, here's where Kenny G comes into the scene.
Wow, that early on, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a
No.
fan.
Wow.
But this brings us to my worst of the year. Oh, guys, okay. This is an album called I Am God's Project by the Birdwing Kids Chorus.
Oh, no.
I Am God's Project.
Oh boy.
It is
Religion.
children.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's obviously like some Christian sort of
Christian,
album.
Oh no.
And it's children. It's like part spoken word, part songs, and it has like you probably have you ever heard like the like say the Mr. Rogers albums, or you know like the Sesame Street albums.
Right.
You know, sometimes there's a little bit of speaking leading into songs, and then it goes.
Yeah.
But it's that
like that, but
plus
it's all
Jesus.
kids talking about Jesus and all. And there's an awful lot. There is an awful lot of talking about God putting things inside you on this.
What?
Like, and in more than one song, they refer to God putting things inside you. And there's a track on here called "The Size of Your God." Yes,
You know, I was doing the Muppet head shake, but I think I need to call out the big gun.
yeah, right, right.
I need to call in and assist here.
Oh,
and,
my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a big no.
That's a full Muppet hell no. Yeah, no, it's absolutely terrible.
Well, wait a minute.
And there's a track called "Only God Can Count the Apples." So all you motherfuckers getting all high and mighty, only God gets to count the apples.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Yeah, I know there's a lot to unwrap. There's a lot to unpack here.
I don't know that I'm going to unwrap any of it though. I
Yeah,
think it's best left
best that you
wrapped
don't.
and locked away.
But do they say what he put inside of them?
Well, the Spirit of the Lord, obvi.
Yes. But depending.
But I mean, is that
depending
how
on your
they
capacity
explain
for
having
the
a
size.
baby and stuff?
Huh?
Like, is that how they explain getting pregnant?
No.
Or having to throw up?
Not really. See, I didn't listen too deeply, as it were. So maybe I want to cut that one out.
But Jesus though.
Wow.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like fucking Jesus.
My goodness.
It's a really, really awful thing.
How did you find that?
You know, I was looking at all the albums listed for the year on Wikipedia, and I just saw the title, I Am God's Project. I'm like, oh, I'm exploring this. I Am God's Project. What is this?
Wow.
Oof.
And I found, and it's on Spotify, so I got to go listen to it.
My goodness.
And
Egads.
it's the very definition of a no boy.
Yeah, that is a no boy for
on
me.
multiple levels. I mean, like, we're sitting here and laughing, but it's just like, oh.
Yeah, but that's also really problematic shit, though.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's
in multiple ways.
I mean, I don't know. You know, it's really presumptuous for us to assume certain things based on the things I told you, but those things are there. Well, anyway, so that's enough about the fucking Christian album.
Oh yeah, that's crazy shit, yeah.
We don't need to talk
We can
anymore
go on
about
for
that.
hours.
Yeah.
But what we do need to do is go to commercial because
Oh yeah.
Oh,
because they're messages.
Because
There are
of the
messages
wonderful
that need
things
to
they
get
does.
out to the public.
Yes.
Yeah. All
We'll
right.
be right back.
He's my man. He's so fine and dear. I treat him right with his favorite beer.
Whoa, whoa. Girls, let me turn you on to the big bold bull. When sip will make it clear, the bull's got more taste than beer.
You get that bull.
So good it's bad. It's the Schlitz Malt Maker Bull. No one does it like the bull.
Say it, Teddy.
No one does it like the bull.
All right, so it's time for us to get out of here. I guess we've discussed 1982.
It is
into
over.
the ground, I would say. All right, so it's vintage photo time, and here we have Christmas 1982. This is Crystal with her family. That's her sister down bottom left, and her parents up top, and they're just hanging out in the living room at their house in Allentown, 1982 Christmas style. And here we have me on my birthday in 1982, December 1982. This is my 12th birthday, and this was a big Beatles birthday for me. You can see the card there, John Lennon on the card. And I'm a little I'm getting in the Ralph Macchio kind of era. That's about to come in, but not quite. We'll see how it goes. Okay, next up we have Tommy in April of 1982. This is in his grandparents' backyard in West Babylon. His family lived there briefly when they moved back up from Texas. And there you go. That is Crystal and me and Tommy in 1982. But we thank you, everybody who's watching the videos and
Yes.
people who subscribe.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. But if you haven't subscribed, you may want to subscribe. And if you do subscribe,
you want to ring the bell.
You want to ring the bell
so that
because you're going to want notifications.
Yes. My bell rings every Thursday at 10:59 a.m.
You can ring her bell.
Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Yeah.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. All right. So thank you, everybody, and we're going to be back next week to discuss 1983. You had better be there.
Yes.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
No.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on again. Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on again.
All right.
Yes. Oh yeah, you got your shit all done up.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a Van Halen video. I think it might be Panama, where it's an onstage shot where Dave looks over at the camera and he goes, he just fucks up his hair. He goes, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed it, but
Yes.
he just completely fucks up his hair. He's like, and then walks back up to the front of the stage.
Well, that's he had the hairline to get away with that kind of shit at the time.
Well, back then he did. Back then he did.
Yep.
But all right.
Oh yes. Oh, Taylor.
Hi. Oh, now we have to do the thing.
2, 3.
Well,
all right.